Hi, this is Roger with the What's Not to Like video channel. Today we're going to hang a TV on this wall over here. Lots of space for it, so probably up near the top to get it up high, so I can put all the other stuff underneath it, like the cable box and everything else. So, got the TV here, got it pretty much ready to go. Here's the stuff I bought. I actually got this over at Costco. It's like one of the ones that they sell at Costco. I think it costs like 70 something bucks or something like that. So it's pretty reasonable. And I used it on another TV I had as well, and I liked it. So it was pretty much no fuss, no muss. It's been a while since I hung it up. So basically, it gives you pretty decent instructions here. I think you can even look at the QR code here, and they might have videos or something like that. But it's really not that difficult to do. On my wall, it's going to be fairly simple because I'm going to go ahead and just put. You can see that what the step one is just putting together that assembly, the bracket on the back of the TV, and just bolting it on. Next step is going to be the actual mount piece of it, and mine is going to be fairly easy because all I'm going to do is use the stud finder to find a stud where I'm going to mount it to. In my case, the last one I put up with this, I actually had to do it. I did it in masonry, so I had to use lag bolts instead. But this will be simple. I mean, it's basically just drilling a hole and then screwing some larger bolts in there just to hold them onto a stud. So no fuss, no muss. Let's get started. Well, it turns out nothing is ever easy. As you can see, I'm going to need to put this bar over here, and it's got to go over the top of this little of this line right here, and it sits off of the this at about a ½ inch. So I'm gonna have to go to a hardware store and get some plastic standoffs to put underneath this screw right here, so that I can actually set that on there, and it'll be high enough to get this bar over the top of this power cord. So my other TV didn't have that issue. It was much simpler. I got this all taken apart now, so such is life. Maybe they'll make all TVs the same, but just be ready to head to the hardware store when you run into problems like this. But all I need to get is like probably ½ inch plastic standoffs. They look a little bit like this, but as you can see, this is a real small standoff, so I need about a ½ inch standoff that would look like this. And I'll be ready to go. So now you can see I put those spacers or standoffs. You guys can see one like right here underneath there. They're like a ½ inch or so. I guess the main thing with those pieces and getting the bracket mounted correctly, let's see that's this wire here. This is about a ½ inch off of the surface, so I needed at least some spacers. I couldn't find any really at the hardware store. I guess if I really looked around, I could have found some, but I found out my nephew had some left over from another TV he was putting in, so he said he said he had a whole bunch of them over at his house, so he gave me a whole bag of them, and it turned out that he had some ½ inch ones that fit perfectly. So went ahead and put the bracket on. We're good to go now. So you guys can see this right here, how it's supposed to fit in here. It's pretty easy. There's a thing under this lip right here that you kind of put in like that, and you can see where it there's a screw that actually goes in the bottom, but when this is hung up on the wall, this is how I'm going to be able to put it in. But I'm going to go ahead and put the base in now and find the studs and drill some holes so we can get these bolts here into the wall, into the 2x4s. Again, I'm going to be putting mine in the 2x4s and the studs, so I can use these screws and it'll work pretty well. If you guys have masonry, you're going to have to go to the hardware store and buy some lag bolts to put them in. So just keep that in mind. I've done that before as well downstairs because I have a brick house, and one of the walls that I had to hang it off of was brick, and I wasn't going to hang it on the furring strips that connected sheetrock to the brick, so I wanted to go straight into the masonry. So lag bolts are always a pretty safe way to go, because I don't want TV falling off the wall after I put it on there, because that would be a catastrophe. The wall installation piece is right here, so I wanted to kind of get that even with the bottom of generally even with the bottom of the TV. So I knew where I wanted to set it on the wall. When I look at the wall up here, one thing I want to do is kind of measure, how far away I want it from the top of the ceiling. From the where the ceiling is. I'm probably going to drop it about like maybe 6 inches below the ceiling, or 6 to 8 inches or something like that. Then the bottom of the TV is going to be somewhere down here. So I'm going to measure it down approximately where I want it to go, and then find the studs I want to sink it into. So I'm here with a stud finder. Looks like it's right around there with the green dot in the middle. All right. So I'm going to use that one. I already went ahead and marked it where the stud is. So that's where I'm going to drill the holes. I kind of lined it. I put it down probably about 8 inches down from where the ceiling starts. And maybe about 8 inches above where I'm going to have a little cabinet that's going to be underneath it just to hold up the cable box. Went ahead and lined up this on the wall. Kind of see that right there, and drilled a couple of holes. So I'm going to mount this on the wall now. I guess I got the upper and lower hole on here. I'm just going to go ahead and drive those bolts in. So here's the mount that's actually on the wall. I went ahead and drove those in. You can use a ratchet, or you can use whatever you want. I just like to use this. It's like an impact tool, but it's like the 3/8 version of it. And then you just basically a half-inch. It's basically a half-inch socket that you put on there. It's a lot easier to drive in than ratchet. But I've done it other than ratchet before. That's a new tool. Kind of saves on the old hands and the arthritis. So it's pretty easy. Went ahead and just clicked that piece on there. Just hung it on there and actually clipped this little thing here. Actually clicks in. And there's one screw up above here that you have to put in to basically just hold the TV firm so it doesn't doesn't slide out sideways or whatever it is. And that's pretty easy. It's not a very difficult job at all. Probably after getting the parts, it might have taken me all of like 20 minutes to mount. So pretty short. That's simple. So if you liked the video today, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks, and have a great day.